Hey guys, what's going on? Man, the weather has been unbelievable the last few days. Uh, it's been mild, sunny for the most part. Uh, I've seen dogs fornicating. I've seen raccoons are out already. The snow is almost gone. You got the smell of dog shit in the air. Spring has sprung, man, and it's early and I like it. A couple of buddies of mine have been bugging me to name the horse, the guy behind me here. Um, I I thought about it and I figured, I'm gonna let you guys name the horse. So just get on the old keyboard there and punch in under comments your suggestions for a name for the horse. Because you can't ride through the desert on a horse with no name. Anyway, what we're going to get into today is the Honda. I'm going to hack on the frame. My vision of an offset sprocket was a hallucination or something, flashback from the 80s. I'm not sure. But I don't have one. I've got 14 sprockets and they're all pretty much the same. Different diameter, but no offset. I don't even know if they exist. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch cameras here, and we'll get after it. So, be back in a second. Okay, so here we are. This is the frame. As you can see, I've removed the carburetors, taken the battery out, taken the seat off, and the rear wheel's gone. So, we know that from the last video that I had to move the wheel this way. It was off center by about 3/8 of an inch. The problem was the chain was hitting the frame. You can see a little mark there. Probably from when it was loose, but if I move the wheel over 3/8 of an inch, it's going to hit that rail for sure. So if you look at the bottom leg of the frame down here, you can see it kind of goes straight and then veers off to the center of the frame, whereas the top rail is just dead straight. So my plan is to cut the rail on the outside, cut it through about 3/4 of an inch, measuring off from the bottom to here on both sides, so it's in the same place. Make a cut up here on the inside of the frame rail and down here on the inside of the frame rail. Then I'm going to put some fire on it, put a bar in here like so, and pry it out. And it should open up 3/16, maybe 1/4 of an inch, enough that I can weld it. I'm going to cut it with this. That's a mini grinder. The disc is a 3/64. I mean, this thing is skinnier than Celine Dion, so it'll make a really fine cut. And yeah, so cut, fire, then weld. And I bought a new camera. It's supposed to be able to do time lapse, because nobody wants to sit there and watch a guy grind and cut for half an hour. So we're going to use the time lapse, and that'll speed everything up, and hopefully it works. If not, I'll be back with it all done. That's it. And please don't forget, name the damn horse. Okay, so we're back. I welded all the way around, made sure it was all good, cleaned up all the welds. I'm going to go over it yet with a finer disc and smooth it out nice, make it ready for paint. Before I cut it though, I should have mentioned this earlier, I put the axle back in along with this piece of pipe, the pipe being a spacer between the rails. Put the nut on, tightened it all up, and that way the end wouldn't do anything funky on me, wouldn't move around. So while I had it cleaned up, I also made up these little tabs here on each side. They're going to accept the fender struts to support the rear fender, so that's done as well. So I'm ready for a couple of quick shots of candy apple trim clad and make it nice and black and shiny, and then we can get the wheel back on. Now, as far as the wheel goes, I'm going to switch them out. I'm not a big fan of these mag style wheels. I like spokes, laced wheels, more traditional stuff. So I'm going to take all the parts off of this wheel and I'm going to put them on this wheel here. This pair of wheels came with the bike, so it's not costing me anything. I got to put the sprocket on, the brakes, the proper spacers to make sure I center it. I should have lots of clearance now, no problem. And I think these wheels will suit the look of the bike a lot better. I just like them. I like the old school look. So in the end, I ended up picking up a 1/2 inch on each side, so that should give me plenty of clearance for my chain. And yeah, I'm super happy. I'm calling it done. So I'm going to come in, head in for supper, and I'll see you in a little bit. Oh, pork chops for supper. Ate way too much. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with the Honda video for today. The next one on the bike will be getting the rear fender on and the tanks mounted. So there's a fair amount of work involved in that. I'm pretty pleased with the way it came out. I'm positive now I'll have plenty of clearance for my chain. It was a big issue that needed to be fixed. So I think it's early evening. I'm gonna sit down with a couple of tall cans of ice cold pop, do some wet sanding and buffing like I seem to be doing every night on the old Merc. My next video will probably be on buffing out some stainless steel trim and getting that hung on the truck. The truck should really look like something in the next video. Also, I got a call today from my guy. I ordered, I paid for 2 cars, last year sometime. They're sitting in a field out west, and they're going to be coming in probably in the next couple of weeks. It's at least 2 cars, possibly 3, so that'll be a big day. And yeah, tell a friend. Hit the little thing down below, says subscribe, hit the little bell. I'll tell you when the next video is coming up, and it's free, costs nothing. Click, done. And don't forget to name the horse. And above all else, get out in the garage and build something.